everyone, it's Audie and welcome to my channel Cozy Dragon Crochet. This week we're doing something a little bit different. I decided I wanted to do a crocheting chat with you guys. So first things first though, we're gonna go put together some Etsy packages or Etsy orders. So let's go do that real quick. now that that part's out of the way, let's go get into our crochet and chat. Alright, I'm going to be making a chubby Frankie, which is a pattern I showed you guys in my video last week with my fall pattern, my favorite fall patterns. So I'm going to get started on that. I apologize for any like throat clearing I'm doing. My allergies are the worst in the morning. I'm not really sure why, but that's when I'm recording this audio, and so my voice and my throat is just not working with me today. So let's get into our crochet and chat. This is my first time actually doing a video like this, so let me know how you guys, or like what you guys think about it. I'm trying to do as little editing as possible, just because that takes the most time for me. But let's get into it, I guess. I'm gonna tell you guys how market weekend went. I had 2 different markets this weekend, one on Saturday, one on Sunday. The one on Saturday was at a retirement home, and it was a fall market, and they were gonna have like activities for kids and stuff. And I thought it was well advertised, so I thought it was going to go really well. And then that did not end up being the case. A lot of vendors ended up canceling very last minute because of the rain forecast. Rain did not end up happening. Gotta love the Midwest for our crazy weather patterns. But it didn't end up raining, which was good. I ended up getting sunburned just because I was in the sun so much. This market cost $25 to be a vendor, and I made $86. My mom made, I think $30. So we didn't do horrible, and my mom actually made some pretty decent sales for once compared to me, so that was really good, but still not worth the drive that we did. I did appreciate that the coordinators for this round actually gave us food, so we were fed. So that was really nice of them, and that's not really a usual thing that happens at vendor events where they provide food to the vendors, so that was unique and I liked that a lot. But there was very little traffic. It was a very slow, very boring day. That's just how it was. And then Sunday, my goodness, Sunday. So Sundays are my local market, at least until, well, tomorrow when you'll be seeing this video is my last market. But normally those make about $200 average. I made nothing this week because, well, actually, I lost money this week because I had to leave early. A giant gust of wind came through. It was almost like a mini tornado. It was so bad. But it sent canopies up in the air. Product was everywhere. I lost all of my business cards. I managed to rescue a few of them, but they're basically all gone, which I guess is one way to spread my business, but not the way I wanted to, because it's littering and I couldn't collect them all, unfortunately. So yeah, that was insane. To give you perspective on how bad this wind was, my vendor neighbor's canopy is weighed down by giant pipes of cement, and their canopy ended up on top of cars and damaging vehicles. That was how bad it was. It was horrible. Our canopy went flying, and we have weights on ours too. Cups and stuffies were everywhere. A couple of stuffies got so deep of scratches in their safety eyes that I am going to have to discount those. I'm not really sure how to fix that. And I don't think there is a way to fix that, unfortunately. So those are going to have to be discounted. And my pink reindeer I made, the bells got scratched up because they're not like the gold bells I used for the beige reindeer. They're painted with white over them. And so that white paint got chipped a little bit. It's not horrible. I think it's still sellable. Just not great. So we ended up losing a lot of money. A lot of my mom's cups got chipped or dented. It's really unfortunate. We still don't know how much she lost because she's been almost too scared to look in her bag. So we're going to be doing a clearance shelf next market to try and get rid of all that damaged good and still get something from them. But I don't know that we will be able to because a lot of it was pretty bad. It was a really, really bad day to be doing a market. And it was so random too. It was so beautiful out. The breeze was very light. Had occasional issues with our jewelry display falling down. That was it. And then bam, we got hit with a giant gust of wind that just ruined everything. So ended up losing market money, or losing money from that market, and that was just so frustrating and so disappointing, especially since my hours were getting cut at my retail job, so I wasn't really making any money that week from there. I think my paycheck was $70 that week. And I commute to college every week, so I have to pay for gas once or twice a week. Not to mention the school I student teach at twice a week is about 40 minutes from my house. So yeah, that's incredibly frustrating that my hours keep getting cut, but I guess there's not much my boss can really do about it. Gotta love corporate for that kind of thing. They want more workers and they want all this work done, but they won't pay us or give us the hours to do it. So, oh well. And then I'm also even more frustrated about that just because I'm paying for wedding stuff now. Is getting to that time where I have to start booking things, and I finally booked my venue and we put the down payment down on that, and I'm getting stressed out, y'all, because I won't have a job anymore after December, and I don't think I'll have my savings goal either. So sadness. Oh well. It's just been a really not great week. And I'm sure you guys have seen a lot of that rapture hysteria, as I like to call it, where they just went absolutely insane about this rapture that was supposedly coming on Tuesday and Wednesday. Who's not surprised that didn't end up happening? Because I'm sure not. This is why I don't believe in organized religion. But that was insanity for sure. I mean, if they're that brainwashed to sell their cars and their houses for some supposed rapture that one random person said was going to happen, then that's their own fault. Goodness gracious. But yeah, that was insanity for this week. And then I was getting dressed to go teach in my classroom, right? And I like to wear turtleneck sweaters. And I found out the hard way that my neck can no longer handle turtleneck sweaters. So I'm really sad about that. I don't know if you guys noticed in my videos, but I have a giant scar on my neck. And that is because I had to get surgery in January. I had nodules growing on my thyroid lobes, which nodules, I mean, it's almost like a tumor, I guess you could call it. A very cystic tumor. Just big bubbles that were getting in the way of my ability to breathe and swallow. So very scary. I couldn't go on runs anymore because I was actively suffocating on my own throat. So not fun. I had one full lobe removed, and then I'm left with half of one. And if you guys don't know this, thyroids control part of your metabolism. They're the organ that works on that. In fact, they're quite important. And I'm stuck with half of one running my entire system. So it's great. It's so great. But I've been putting on a lot of weight since then, which I'm not really a fan of. And then now I find out I can't even wear my favorite sweaters anymore. And some of them are newer. So I don't know what I'm going to do with those, because I don't want to just donate them. Especially knowing that Goodwill likes to overprice things, and Goodwill just isn't great anyway. So we don't even have any other thrift stores in my area. It's just Goodwill. So I might try and see if a family member wants those or something. Yep. And then college is going. And on my last semester of actual classes, next semester is when I will be student teaching full-time in the classroom. So I'll be taking over completely in the classroom next semester. It's actually been pretty easy this semester. I don't know if it's just because it's my senior year, so the classes are a lot easier to comprehend or something, or if it's just because it's all new staff. My college lost a lot of staff members over the summer, so I have a new English professor that I've never had before, and I feel like I'm in middle school English right now. Have you guys even heard of ephemeral studies? Do you even know what that is? Because I sure didn't when I started this class. It's like junk drawers. we're studying things like receipts and postcards, which makes no sense in my brain. I mean, how do you do a close reading of door decorations? I don't know. Couldn't tell you. So I'm just rolling with it. I'm rolling with the punches with the whole college thing. I'm almost done though. I'm ready to be done. I am so ready to be done. Oh, the senioritis hits so much harder in college. I started applying for schools in January, I think. So I need to update my resume before then. But I'm hoping I get into one of my top 3 schools I want to teach at. But we'll see how it goes. But this Frankie is turning out so adorable. I can't wait for you guys to see the finished piece. He is a lot more sewing than the average plushie, I should say. I don't know if I told you guys in my last video, but his headscarf is completely embroidered. There's a lot more stitching than what you would anticipate. But you're actually getting ready to see that anyway. What are all you guys doing this week? Because I don't know what I'm doing this week. I have a few commissions I need to work on and be done with by Monday. So I'll be doing that this weekend. And then my grandma bought more stuffies from me. Who's surprised? I'm not. That woman has more plushies than I ever will in inventory. I don't think anybody needs that many crocheted stuffed animals, but here we are. She got the pumpkin Highland cow and my cinnamon roll sea turtle because she wanted some fall themed plushies. I think she's getting ready to decorate her house for fall. She is her favorite thing to do on retirement is completely decorate her house for every single little holiday or seasonal thing. Like 4th of July, she'll go all out, and if there's not a holiday between certain times that she can really decorate for, she will just decorate for the season. So right now it's fall. She thinks Halloween is a devil holiday. I love Halloween, but she didn't want any Halloween plushies, so she just wanted fall themed. So she's getting the pumpkin Highland cow. I thought for sure she would maybe get the pumpkin cat, but maybe not. I don't think she ended up wanting that one. So, oh, will be. And I hope you guys are having a better week than what I did. But we're just about done with this Frankenstein. Oh, I have to start putting together bridesmaids proposals too. I think I was going to do like a piece of jewelry for each of them. I did something bigger for my maid of honor just because she's my maid of honor. She's going to have a lot more work than everyone else. And my maid of honor is my best friend I've had since middle school. She's been around throughout me and my fiance's entire relationship, which I've been with my fiance since 8th grade. So we're going on our 8th anniversary in January. Insane. It does not feel like it's been that long, which I guess is a good thing. You never really want an 8-year relationship to feel like it's an 8-year relationship. So that's how that's going. Trying to decide how I want to do the bridesmaids proposals, because one of the people I want as my bridesmaids actually lives a few hours away from me. I won't be able to see them for a while, so I might ship that out. I don't know. And then the other ones I have to see in person, and one's actually in college right now. We shall see. The other ones I know when I'm gonna see them next, just because they're my fiance's family, and I do a lot of events with them just because my family doesn't tend to do a whole lot for the holidays, especially not as out as they do. They go all out for different holidays. Like New Year's Eve, they have a full-blown party, so I always spend that holiday with them. We'll see how that goes. I'm hoping it goes well. But that is the end of our crochet and chat. So I'm going to do the outro real quick, and then I will see you guys later. Alright, y'all, that is it for this week's video. I will see you guys next week. Enjoy your weekend, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye!